All right, you guys, thank you for calling in. I cannot believe we are already into week 6. I mean, we are halfway through just crushing your 90-day action plan and just so proud of all of you. Rach was just giving some shout outs to those that have filled out their homework, those that are doing the accountability link. Remember that as of last week, we're just going to try and keep it simple that once you see the homework post up, just comment and they're done. We're kind of done with the accountability link because there were too many confusions and deletions and additions, and that just wasn't as simple as a task as it was. So just kudos to you guys. Please definitely just, keep doing the work. And I just want to say one thing to you before Rach hops in with this amazing call, which is just kind of remember why you started. We always talk about that we can do like 3 30-day sprints or, 3 30-day blitzes. And we know that when people sign up to do a 90-day action plan, when they sign up to really go for something, that like 5 to 10% of people really complete it. And if we're looking at attendance of live calls and who's still showing up and who's committed to going up, I mean, kudos to you, but really get clear on why you started, and sometimes like Erin always reminds us when deception is creeping in and you're going through that transformation and you're working on that new identity and you're getting out of your comfort zone and you're doing all these amazing things to become the person that you are striving to be, to have the life that you want. Just stay focused, and if you're feeling frustrated, if you're having a wall kicking moments, if things are not happening as fast as they are, just like Renee said in the Facebook Live, reach out to us. That's why we're here. And yes, we're giving you 1 hour of training a week, and we're giving you steps to succeed in terms of the homework, but every single one of the 5 of us has a huge heart. We have a huge passion to help, that at any given point, if you reach out and just say, hey, what's going on right now? Give me a little one-on-one love, that I invite you to take advantage of us, because as a team, we are committed to seeing you succeed. So let's dive into some amazing leadership training tonight. You guys, for those of you that don't know Rach Pedretti, she's amazing. I mean, she's a President's Quest winner. She's a 6-star Crystal Executive, 6-star Golden Circle. She has been awarded for having some of the top international growth in the entire company. And this girl just lives the most fun life. Like literally, I think one of our calls, she's been in Australia. Another one, she was in Puerto Vallarta. Now she's in Thailand. So if you ever want to know what a freedom life is like, just follow Rach Pedretti, because by the next call, she'll probably be in London or something. I don't even know where you're going next. Hopefully it's Denver, because I'd love for you to come visit me. So I'm excited for you. I think you have so much love, and you guys, it's going to be fun. She's fired up. She's wise. Get your piece of paper and pen, but know that everything she says comes from a huge heart of gold. And this is the girl that will check on you. She'll pray for you. She'll cheer you on. And even though she's going to hold you accountable and want you to do the dirty work, it comes from an amazing place. So I'm going to mute and let you take it away, mamas.
Yeah, awesome. So just really quickly, I just want to say to all of you that are on this call live, absolutely amazing. That is leadership. Leadership is getting on these calls, or listening to the replay, because we know that life happens, that stuff's going on and you can't always be live, but you've made the effort, you've made the time to jump back on and listen. Now, who wants a leadership hack? The first leadership hack that I'm going to give you, I've got plenty of these things. Grab your phone out, your iPhone, go and find the voice recording, put it next to the computer and record this. Every event that I go to, every webinar I listen to, every call, I am recording them on my phone so that I can re-listen to them again. Because guys, our brains can only absorb a little bit, yeah? So the more times we hear it, it goes in. And you know what? If it's not a good call, you don't have to listen to it again. But what about if it's such an amazing call that you need to share it with someone and you could just quickly email it out of your phone to them? Okay? Because I have missed so many, but then there are so many amazing calls that I've got recorded. And it just, there you go. That's the first hack. So quickly about me, I am in Thailand right now. I found Isogenics 3 years ago, guys. I was on this list. I earned 6 figures. I was not interested in the business at all. I loved the freedom lifestyle then. I loved traveling. I loved, adventure and people. And what happened was weight loss solution, incredible, amazing results from a man who only ever enrolled me and his wife. and he never supported me. I was supported by the person who enrolled him. So that's a really good thing for you guys to pay attention to. And then from that, shared the products because I love them, still not interested in the business, and I'd enrolled 30 people, okay? I'd enrolled 30 people and was not interested at all. No consultants at all. They got me to a Union Action event. I had to fly 3 states. And then I fell in love with the community. I saw what was possible. I remember telling people I was still not interested at the event, but I might look at it as a retirement plan. A 30-year-old looking at Isagenix as a retirement plan. Circumstances changed the next day. And I made the decision then to go executive. All right. So you guys have all made the decision to do it. But this, I took the action and I didn't. So I was like a bull out of gate. If you met me and you were in my way, I'm really sorry, but I would have steamrolled you. But I was putting you on my train. You were coming with me. All right. Anybody that said no, it didn't bother me at all. Okay. I was moving and grooving. And, you know, my energy was so high and I had so much passion for Isagenix, and I was able to retire pretty much straight away as soon as I started, because you know what, our compensation plan is so good that if you do this and you do this properly, you will get paid so well. Okay. And now 3 years on, I do this for you guys. You know, every single one of us leaders, reason we're here. Financially, I know we are doing really, really well, but we want to be creating more leaders. So I honor you guys for getting on this. So what I want to do today, I'm going to be talking about leadership and leadership in action, okay? Because when I think leadership, I'm like, you know, how am I meant to train that? Am I just meant to tell you guys to be good people, you know, just to rock up on the calls and do the work? But then, you know, I really got into that. And by the end of it, I want one of you, like I want every single one of you to know, one, that you're a leader and what that looks like, how incredible, amazing you are, and to get off this call just so empowered. I'm going to be also talking about accountability. Okay, I think it's really important. I've been doing a lot of this the last couple of weeks, looking into different things, and I want each of you guys to know where you stand on the rail of accountability and what you need to be able to succeed, okay? And then I'm going to also, because this week we need to be talking about contests and promotions, I was like, Lauren, why am I talking about this? And then I thought about it. You know, my leadership earned me those. So if I can share how I did that, who would like to win or earn some of the amazing trips that Isagenix are giving away? Yeah, and you know, every single one of you can, whether you are brand new or whether you've been in Isagenix for 5 years, those trips are up there for everyone, and I'm going to share some of my secrets. So let's just go over why you're here. Okay, every single one of you is here to become an executive. Okay, that is your goal. Okay, you know, we can say it, we can believe it, we can think it, we can do our vision boards, but if we're not actioning it, are you going to become an executive? Okay, so we go on and on and on in Isagenix about belief, don't we? You know, I believe I'm going to be an executive. I feel it. I can see it. I can visualize it. You know, but if you're not taking the action, are you going to get there? No. So we need to get you guys into action. So something I looked at, you know, a team member. Guys, you learn so much from your team members. A team member posted the Mel Robbins 5-4-3-2-1, okay, on our team page. And I'm not going to go over what the 5-4-3-2-1 is, but it's going to be your homework, so you can write it down now. It is this incredible, incredible tool from Mel Robbins. You've got a split second to change the outcome, to make that decision. And basically, guys, think about the things that you're self-sabotaging. Think about the things that you're not doing. Think about the fear, the stuff that's holding you back, the little decisions, The little things, not to talk to that person, not to share you plus two, them plus two with that person, not to do this, not to do that. It is those little tiny things that is taking you off course to where you want to be. Okay, imagine that executive is right out in front of you, and every little time you make a decision that is not taking you there, it might just be that one little thing, that one little person that you were too scared to talk to because you prejudged them. You know, imagine going off course that 2%. Are you going to get to your goal? No. So I want all of you guys to, you know, go and watch Mel Robbins. She talks about just counting down, making the decision. And she starts with something silly like jumping out of bed instead of hitting the snooze button. So if you guys can do this, like, hello, amazing. So I was looking into that this week and, you know, really getting you guys into action. I thought that was so, so important. Now, the next thing I just want to talk to you guys about is, you know, what have we actually learned? And have you actioned it? Or are you just getting on these calls? Okay. Who's just getting on these calls, listening? We have had some messages you need to go back to on this call. Why are you here in Isagenix? Why are you, you know, here on this earth? You have been put here to make massive, massive impact, all right? So I believe a layer at a time. Don't go putting those layers that you're pulling off back on, guys, to protect yourselves, okay? Keep digging and digging and digging, all right? So, you know, Deanna's why was massive. And then Aaron, everything he says and does sets you guys on fire. The biggest thing I can take away from him so far is energy and state and, you know, and mindset. So keep holding on to the things that he's saying, okay? And then, oh my goodness, Renee, with connecting, guys, there was so much in that connecting, but are you actioning it? Or are you just taking notes? All right. And then Lauren, the best thing that I got from Lauren, guys, going over this stuff with you guys, because if I don't want it to pass over you because it is so damn important. Every single day, who are you attracting? All right. And I'm going to leave with you with just one affirmation right at the end, okay, that I want you guys to take from this leadership. All right. So I can sit here and I can share with you. You know, we all know what not to do as leaders, don't we? We don't need me to go over those. But what I want for you, I want your leadership to get you into action. So what I want is to get better at this. You're going to know what your team's strengths are. Okay, so there are some people whose strength is connecting. Some people's strengths whose positivity, people have strengths of being a listener. Are you a good action taker? You know, is your strength training? Is your strength encouraging on the cleanse page? All right, I want you guys to start to see your strengths and why you're so great, and you think that you aren't a good leader or that you're just not a leader. But I want to call you out on that. Because if I can get you to see that you are a leader and that you are leading people, even if you are not leading anyone in Isagenix yet because you haven't enrolled anyone, do you lead your family? Do you lead people at work? You know, what about your sporting teams? Guys, the leader is not the captain of the sporting team who screams the loudest sometimes. Sometimes the leader is the person who stands back and supports them. Okay, the leader can sometimes be the person who's doing the washing, all right? So I want you guys to really take that on board, right, that every single one of you is a leader. Okay, let's talk about the kind of qualities. Now, I go over and over this, but the qualities of, yeah, absolutely, the leader is the servant, 100%. So the qualities of a leader. Now, what qualities are you looking for in your team members? The ones that you've got now and the ones that you've got coming. All right, because sometimes you guys know this, that if your team is not doing what you want them to, I ask, you know, are you putting in, even as a 6-star, are you putting your new team members on a 3-way call? Because I don't put all of my in it. And I'm like, damn it, because I'm not doing it. Now, that's not me saying I'm a bad leader, but it's like they will copy everything that they see you do, and they will copy everything that you aren't doing. So let's look at the kind of things, guys, that, you know, that you need to be. Like, you know, are you punctual? Are you integral? Are you passionate? Are you health focused? You know, those kind of qualities, all right? My favorite thing to do is just write 1 to 10 and just pump them out. Now, again, they can be your morning affirmations. Stick them somewhere. And you know, this is the most simplest thing, is just to be and say who you are. Be authentic, because we are all great people. Okay, we've all got greatness inside of us. Just be authentic. Be and say who you truly are. All right. If there's areas for improvement, just work on it. Okay. But I think that, you know, our team is following us. All right. So we need to really step up the bar, and that's what leadership is. All right. Now, be a leader who's worth following. All right. So the leader who's worth following is one who's a servant, who is, and I think this is the most, if I remember when I had 30 associates and no consultants, and I saw this guy post on Facebook, and I said, you know, do you mind if I speak to you? Like, I'm watching you, you're amazing. He was being a great leader on Facebook. And I said, you know, how do I build consultants? And he said to me, they have to go to war with you and know that you would take the bullet for them. They have to trust you. You know, that they have to be able to. Now, trusting you doesn't mean that they call you at 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. in the morning and that you answer the phone all the time. Trusting them just means that they know in their heart that you back them, that you support them, that you love them, that you know their why, and you are so committed to their goals and their family and, you know, whatever it is that wherever they're going in life. So if you guys can take that, you know, it is not just trust, it is going to war. And if you've got a team that would go to war for you, guys, do you reckon Susan Sly would go to war for her team? Yeah, absolutely. I remember speaking to an older guy in her team, you know, and like, he's much older than her, and he said she would go to war for us. That lady would do absolutely anything for us. You know, would you be on the ground at your team member's house drawing you share, they share, repeat for them? You know, even if one person came around, you know, would you take that phone call even when you don't want to? Do you guys know the story about Angelique Norrie? You know, her mum was dying, okay, and life was damn hard for that beautiful girl. And she took a phone call, and we all know who that was. It was Del Rey. So leaders do the things that you don't want to do, all right? And Del Rey blew up their business, okay? That is leadership, taking a damn phone call when you don't want to. We can go on about leadership as not swearing on stage and, you know, being always being at every event and all this, you know, all this stuff. No, guys, leadership is the little things that you do every single day. Yeah, absolutely. If you guys are in the chat, think of some things that, you know, that is leadership, that is action leadership, that we wouldn't normally, you know, that we just sometimes look over. But it's the little things. it's the dollar bills stacked up that make a millionaire. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's look at, what else does being a leader look like? Now, I went back to the things that really make a difference for me, because I can train you guys on and share with you guys of what makes a difference to me. If your business is not growing, are you growing? Okay. If your business is not where it wants to be, sometimes it's not about pushing to do all these things that you think, is going to get you to where you want to be. Sometimes it's doing the growing and the growth on you, the personal development. So, the first thing that I do every single morning, guys, is Tony Robbins priming. Now, I've got two things that I'm going to share with you. The first one is, and this is truly from my heart, when I was blowing this business out of the water, I used to wake up every morning and I used to do Tony Robbins, the priming exercise. And I did it for 12 months. And in that 12 months, I went from 0 to 6-star. Now, there's probably a few other things that have made a difference. But about 6 months ago, I went, what am I doing different? And I went back, I went back to what I'm not doing now. And I was like, how am I starting my day? I was starting my day by just rolling over and getting into Facebook. And I would be in bed on emails and in Facebook Messenger, mucking around with posts for hours. Now, that's what I was doing. And I'm like, wondering why my business is not growing. Let's go back all the way to when my business was growing and I was doing Tony Robbins priming. Guys, Google it, Tony Robbins priming exercise. Try it for 1 or 2 days. See if you like it. It is 15 minutes. And Tony says, if you don't have 15 minutes, then you don't have a life. But can I tell you that this thing sets me up for my day? And if I don't do it, my brain is all over the place. But basically, he does these exercises with your hands up in the air and you pull the air down really strong, okay? And you blow the air out of your mouth really fast. And what it does is it changes your physiological state straight away, because that's the quickest way to change your state physiologically, all right? And then he goes on to this really quick meditation. Now, I know some of you are for meditation, some of you aren't. Personally, my brain is way too fast to meditate, okay? And I know that some of you are with me, some of you aren't, but I'm just being real. Guys, this is meditating for the crazy ones. This is meditating for those people who are really fast. And if you're slow and you already meditate, then you are going to love Tony, right? But he talks you through it. He tells you what to do. He asks you who you're grateful for. He asks you who you want to bless today. He asks you for your 3 goals. All right, boom, amazing. He then gets you to send love to the world, to heal any relationships and conflict that you've got going on inside you with other people. And guess what? Then you're gone. You're done. Let's go for the day. Now, as leaders, you need simple tools that you can give your team as well. So if you start to do this and you start to then share this on your Facebook page, you start to share this on your groups. Lauren, I remember at Celebration, she won't talk to anybody unless they've done the priming exercise, to get them into peak state, who might have a needs coaching. I'm like, I love that. But I can't expect my team to do it if I'm not doing it. So that's just one hack for your morning routine. And guys, can I just say, if you're like, I'm not into this, doing your gratitudes once a day is not personal growth and development. I'm sorry, let's get real, all right? So the other thing that if you want something a little bit more, all right, the miracle morning, okay? Let's talk about the miracle morning. It is an amazing book by one of my gorgeous, gorgeous team members, and her name's Fawn. She's going to give us a wave, and she sent it to me. The author is Hal Elrod, and I haven't read this book, but I'm all about, if you can set up your morning properly and you can do it really quickly, because we're all pretty full-on people, How good is that? So she has found in this Miracle Morning book, and I love it, something really similar to Tony, but it's called Life Savers. Okay, guys, you can read the book. She's going to upload this for us. But basically, it goes on about first have silence, okay, and then do some affirmations. Thank you, Lauren, for where you've been at. You know, make your affirmations about and say them out loud, and make them about your beliefs and your habits, and, you know, have some emotion, and make sure you're standing tall. And then there's visualization, like actually visualizing your goals and where you're going and what you're doing. And I'm going to have this document put in our group as well, okay? And then the next part is quickly to do some exercise, so 5 to 10 minutes of a minimum, all right? You don't have to be an Aaron Harrison gym junkie, guys. Some of you just have to go for a walk, all right, before the day just drowns you. And then to do some reading. And, you know, he's got some reading books here, and then some scribing, okay? So basically this morning takes a little bit longer, okay? It's about an hour. I'm a Tony Robbins girl, so I'm all for that 15 minutes. And just at the end of Tony Robbins, I scribe. But if you like this Miracle Morning book and that, go for it. I'm not saying you have to do what I do, but I want you to find something that sets up your morning routine, that helps you grow, that helps you to be a better person, because that's leadership. Look at all the big leaders in the world, guys. What are they doing? All right? They are all doing this stuff. They all read, okay? They all spend time meditating. They all spend time journaling. They all spend time scribing, okay? So I learned the hard way, because I did this and then I stopped. And now I'm back to it, and business is booming again, all right? So the next thing is reading, all right? Leaders are readers. I want to know in the thread, what book are you reading right now? Okay, go for it. Hit me with it. What book am I reading right now? I'm reading GoPro, okay? And the one thing, guys, I have been chasing the book, The One Thing, for a while. I have not got it yet, but it is, everybody's telling me to read it. So put The One Thing on your list. Secrets of a Millionaire Mindset. Guys, we have all got this financial blueprint, and we're in Isogenics, and Isogenics is going to blow that blueprint up. But you guys need to do the work, all right? It talks about our financial thermostat and where we need to move it from. So when I came in, my thermostat was 6 figures, all right? And I've moved that thermostat to 7 figures. So do you know what's going to happen soon? 7 figures. Now, where's your thermostat at? But go and read the book, okay? And then share it. Don't just go and read it and leave it to yourself, okay? As leaders, we are always sharing absolutely everything. And we are always teaching, aren't we? We are all, so think about this. Posting that you're reading on Facebook, all right? Don't you think that's amazing? Because people are going to see that you're inspiring, not just people in Isogenics. Hello, everybody. But share what you do reading with your family. Share conversations, all right? And that goes for everything that you're doing. Like, because you guys are fantastic. You are amazing. You're always growing. You're putting yourselves in great places. We can't hold on to everything that we're doing and keep it to ourselves, all right? We need to share it with people. And you know what? In this world where people are talking about crap, people are talking about things that are destroying other people, about judging, about negativity. Do you know how beautiful a conversation would be about a great book and something that you learned that could help that person? You know, like, that's what I think. But the next one I want to talk to you guys about is the 4 agreements. So you can do some Googling, and you don't even need to read the whole book to know what this book says. Are you guys up for another hack? Go and get Audible, all right? And do your reading in NET time. So NET time is no extra time. Do you guys, I love that. It's all about time saving, because leaders do things in the cracks of their time, And, you're great multitaskers. Even you guys, you can multitask as well. I know. And, okay, so the 4 agreements, and this is where leadership, I truly believe this is the best leadership ever. Be impeccable with your word. All right. Do and mean what you say. All right. Don't speak about others. Okay. As leaders, we can't be speaking about other leaders negatively, or our team or our family, to be honest. We can't be talking negatively about anybody. All right. Because we need to be the light. In a world that is full of darkness, we need to light up other people's lives, don't we? All right. And that stuff is cancerous and that's toxic. And if you're worried about some things that are going wrong in your team or within people, a lot of the time you need to take a look at yourself, okay? And I can honestly say that as well. Any issue that's ever occurred in my team, I need to take ownership for that. Be a good friend. If someone is saying something that is not right, stop them. Hey, you know what? I don't think we should be talking about this. I think we should be talking about, I think if you've got a problem with them, talk to them. Or, we can focus on so much other stuff that's going to build our business. All right. So no gossiping, no drama, no talking about people behind their backs. Easy. All right. And if you say you're going to do something, do it. All right. Don't take anything personally. Oh my goodness. We get so many no's, don't we? And we think that it is us. And we think that we said something wrong, or we didn't send them the right video, or that, we've done, it was us. We did something wrong. They don't like us. Guys, it is never us. All right. Ever us. Think about this. If I sent a 3-year-old over to your table where you are having dinner that you've never seen before, and that 3-year-old pulled the tablecloth off the table with all the food gone and said, hey, my mommy and daddy can show you how to make $1 million and be healthy, right? What do you think the people at the table would say? How? We want to talk to your mommy and your daddy. They don't know the kid. It's run over to the table, interrupted dinner, made a massive mess. Do you guys see that you can't say the wrong thing to the right person? Okay, it might be the wrong time, but that's okay because you've just planted a seed, all right? So I want you guys to truly just take away anything that you are telling yourself in that head of yours, all right? I want all the limiting beliefs gone. I want you to know that you guys all are capable of saying incredible things and inspiring so many people, all right? Now let's talk about assumptions. We can't make assumptions about people, the team, other leaders, prospects. Full stop, end of story. And then always do our best, all right? Always do our best, okay? So my thing for you is, wherever you're at right now, get your morning sorted, all right? And make sure you're doing some reading. Right? And that in itself is going to change your day. All right. I absolutely promise you. I promise you. The next thing is, who's got some great leaders that they love to follow? In the chat, I'd love to see some of the great leaders that you're following. Okay. Again, I'm all Tony at the moment. Tony Robbins says, find someone who's doing something incredible and amazing and follow them. And you know what? And that is leadership, isn't it, guys? So we've got Kathy, we've got Laura Stevens, we've got Tanya Kilpatrick, we have got Lauren and Renee and Aaron and Diana. There are so many people that you can follow. You don't even need to be friends with them. You don't even need to take their time. You just need to watch. You just need to watch their social media, put their name into YouTube, see, and the thing is, guys, that you can follow several and just take the bits that you like best. If you're on social media and you're following them on social media, do you know that you can put them as see first? Okay. And you know what? And this goes for all areas of your life. Who's a great mom? Or who's a great isogenics business leader? Or who is a leader in fitness that you're inspired by?
So there's different leaders, different mentors for different areas of life. Yeah. So pick some. And, you know, what about those famous people? Jim Rohn, Oprah, Tony Robbins. Like, there are so many. All right. And again, if you're struggling to post on social media or you're needing a bit of an up, guys, start to go and look at their quotes, you know, and what they're quoting, and start to put that on your social, okay? And when you surround yourself by that, you're going to become that, I promise you, because environment is power, okay? Now, I want to talk to you guys about belief, all right? And I'm going to I use this story, and I've used this story since I've started, all right? And I know a lot of you are parents, but when you are teaching a child how to ride a bike, Isogenics is exactly the same, all right? All your new people are little babies, okay? And you want little toddler things, and you want to teach them how to ride the bike, you know, and riding a bike is essentially executive, all right? Do you just throw them the bike and say, here you go, off you go to Isogenics Business, watch those videos, call me when you're done. You know what? You can get some double PIBs. Here's the commission video. Here's the compensation video. Here's the rank advancements. Or they're already freaking out, okay, aren't they? So think about it. Think about training a new person, like teaching someone how to ride a bike. The first thing is you've got training wheels on the bike, and you pick them up and you put them on the bike, right? And you push them along on the bike, don't you? And you are always breathing encouragement and belief in them, because they trust you. They know that you're not going to step away and let them fall onto the road, are you? All right, it is the same. Pour belief, encourage them, support them. Come on, you can do it. You're nearly there. You're nearly there. All right, and then as they get better, you can take the training wheels off, but you're still standing there, all right, guiding them, supporting them. Guys, leadership is the same. We don't just throw them the bike, all right? So take that one with you as well if you can, all right? And when someone believes in you, all right, and they trust you, they will take action, because even if they fall, even if they don't do the wrong thing, they know that you're going to be there to catch them, okay? All right, and that's leadership. Leadership for me is going on a holiday and waking up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. to be there for my team. Leadership is jumping on planes and, you know, and taking those calls. Leadership for me is doing training calls when I hate them. I am not a trainer. I do not like to do calls. I don't believe that I'm a processor. I'm an encourager and I'm a believer. But do you know what? I will do them for other people, because I want other people to be able to learn and to be inspired to hear my story. I want other people to be where I am right now. All right? So sometimes you got to do the things you don't want to do, and that's leadership, guys. So what things do you not want to do? Do you not want to go to that event? Do you not want to do that call because you don't think you're good enough? You know, what do you think you're not good enough to do, but your team needs you to do it? That is leadership. Guys, you know what? Sometimes it is staying up late. Sometimes it is getting up early. Sometimes it's reading the book. You're not reading the book for you. You're reading the book for your team, all right? Your team is your family. It truly is. And when you treat your team like your family, okay, your team are going to feel it, and they're going to know it. And you watch them get into action, okay? My guys, and I can be honest, there are team members that I spend so much time with, and they've become like family, and they roll like family. Like, you know, they are taking so much action, all right? And you know what? At some stage, with every single person in my team, I ask them, send me your why. I want to know what it is. Send me your goals. I want to know. And you know what? Some of them do and some of them don't. But keep asking, because if you don't ask them, you're not going to get the answers. You're not going to know, all right? you need to know your team like you know your family. All right. And I got this from Tanya Kilpatrick. You need to know their kids' names. You need to know what's going on in their life. You need to know, their goals. You need to know their whys. There is a beautiful lady in our team right now with children dying of cystic fibrosis. She was a product user 3 or 4 levels deep. Everybody's quit. One day, and I don't know, God just told me, this is years ago, to give that lady a box of dairy-free shakes from America. And I was like, I know they were the ones in Australia that were sold out. Okay, they'd just been released. And I didn't want to give away my dairy-free shakes to that lady, but I knew that she needed them. All right, I knew. I didn't even know her. And I had a conversation with her partner, found out what was going on. Guess what? She has come back to build this business now, and her life is harder than every single one of yours. I promise you, but she's building this business and she shows up. And do you know why? Because she trusts me. She knows that I would go to war for her team, for her and her family. All right. And guys, you don't have to be best friends with them. Are you best friends with everyone in your family? No way. You need to know them and you need to love them like their family, all right? Even when they do the wrong thing. Okay. All right. So just to recap, the bike, the trust, the training wheels, pushing them until they can sail by themselves. All right. Now let's talk about consistency. A leader just doesn't run for a 90-day game plan and then disappear. You guys hearing me? If you guys can just do a little bit every single day, all right, for the next 12 months, what is your business going to look like? Now, I love to learn and listen from others, all right? And I got this one from Lori Harder, okay? Guys, Lori, when she first started, you know what? They are smooth sailing now, let me tell you. Who would like to be where Lori and Chris are? Isogenics millionaires, probably multi-millionaires, crushing it. But, what about what it looked like at the start? And I love sharing from my heart some of the stuff that doesn't look good at the start for you guys, because one day hopefully that inspires you. But Lori used to work all damn day and she used to come home every night, and the deal that her and Chris had was she had to make one call for a prospect every night. She'd been training people all day. She was absolutely exhausted. She wanted to go to sleep. One call every day. Could you guys make a call every single day to a prospect, picking up the phone, all right, calling that person? No excuses, no excuses. There is nothing that gets in your way of making that call. It doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You need to call one person a day and share with them Isogenics. You guys, I have a feeling that all your new connections, you're doing this on Facebook. You need to pick up the phone, all right? So let's take that from Lori, don't you think? Do you think we could do that? Absolutely. So daily action, being consistent, that is leadership. Guys, I see a lot of leaders in Isogenics and they run for these derbies and they run for these trips and but then they disappear. All right. What do you think happens to their team? Do you think they trust them? What do you think the image is of Isogenics? All right. People feel it. They know. You post all over social media that you've got this amazing trip, and then they enroll with you and you look after them for a little bit and then you're nowhere. Don't let that happen to you, and don't let that happen to your team. All right. Always be there. Show up in your cleanse page every day. Send love and gratitude to people in your downline, even if they're not a customer anymore. Even if they're not even if they're not ordering, all right? Because that is the best way for them to come back, because you want to be that person that they trust, because one day, 2 things, they're going to decide to get back on Isogenics and they want to build this business because they've seen you consistently posting on Facebook and how you're showing up in the world, and they're going to turn to you. Or they trust you so much that they're going to refer a person to you, yeah? That is leadership. Guys, I don't need a prospect anymore. And I know that there's probably a few leaders on this call that are the same, because our network trusts us so much that they are sending people to us. all right? I've even got people in Isogenics that weren't enrolled by me coming to me because they met me in an event 3 years ago and they added me and they've become friends with me and they stopped Isogenics, but now they're like, you're still doing that thing. Maybe I shouldn't have quit, but I want to come with you. Yeah, of course. So be the person that everybody trusts and turns to when they want to make that decision or when they've got a friend. All right, that is leadership. All right. Now, the next thing is, guys, tracking. Leaders measure, leaders track. If you want your team to track where they're at, are you tracking where you're at? Okay. Now, I'm going to just put it here, whether you guys action it or not. There is a top trainer in network marketing, right? And he is saying that we need to, on our Facebook groups, we need to have 2 posts. We need to have an accountability post, and it is a daily accountability post, and that is all that goes in there. All you do every day is you quickly type. You don't have to do emojis. You don't have to sugarcoat it. You don't have to do any of that blah, blah. You just write on that accountability post what you did every single day. Now, as a leader, two things. Your accountability is to the post. You don't have to lie. You just be truthful. You just be honest. You don't need a story that I went to church today or I went to this place that I didn't, I was sick. You just do it. Because what it is, and this is leadership, is creating habits. All right? And then you see who else is taking action in your team, and you are going to you say who's doing action, and you can work together, and it all is momentum. And the other post that he's saying in the group is to have a congratulations post. So when you do something great and amazing, you go and put it there, because guys, we need to start self-praising, right? If recognition is the fire blood. Like people are thriving for recognition. People are thriving for love. People are thriving to be called out, okay? But you know what we're not doing? I need to write this down. This is a damn good post. I don't know where this come from. Guys, we need to celebrate ourselves, all right? You need to, at the end of every day, look back, not just on what your team has done amazing or what your family has done, but what have you done? Self-praise, guys, all right? You need to look at yourself and go, did I make that call? Did I have for some of you, getting out of bed and doing the dishes and surviving the day, that needs to be celebrated, all right? But some of you, you contacted a person that was hard. You prayed for a person in the street. You did this, you did that, you did some kind of growth. But we can't wait for other people to praise us and recognize us and celebrate us. Now, as leaders, you need to be doing this, and I am all for it. Recognize, recognize, recognize. But I want to see in Isogenics a culture where we start to celebrate ourselves. Do you guys think that, what would our business look like? All right. I reckon that's the nugget of the whole call, by the way. I don't even know where that come from. So that's the 2 threads, okay? That is your accountability tracker and, celebrate yourself, all right? Because you know what? Things are going to happen and people are going to come and go. And, if you're relying on someone else to fill you up, what happens when they leave, okay? All right? So, yep. And as leaders, celebrate more. Celebrate every little cough, sneeze, clap, PIB, phone call, everything for your people. Trust me, breathe it into them. But if you can start to teach people to celebrate themselves as well, we are going to have leaders who are confident, who pour belief into themselves and their team, and that, just rocket ships. And I'm excited to damn be on that ship. All right. Let's talk about accountability, since I've got into that, all right? This whole accountability thing in Isogenics, some of you need accountability partners, all right? And some of you don't, okay? Some of you are so damn driven that you don't need anybody to be accountable to. But some of you need accountability. Some of you need that person to check in with daily or weekly. You need that person to encourage you and push you. What I want you guys to do is I want you to work out what type of person are you. Are you a person who needs accountability, or are you a person who doesn't? All right. Now, if you're a person who needs accountability,
guys, hand up, go and find somebody to be accountable with who needs somebody to be accountable with. All right? Easy. Go and find them. Put posts on Facebook. I've got a girl who's brand new from another company. 2 weeks in, Rachel, I did this at this other company. I want to do this. And I'm like, yep, no problem. And then I looked at my team and I started pairing them up. All right? And then that got me thinking, why am I doing this for them? Kudos to her for coming to me. Amazing. I'm going to sort her out. But I want you guys to work out where you are, because guys, you know, some of you need people to work alongside with. You need their energy. You need their motivation. And some of you don't, okay? So, and you know, I just want to leave you too with this. Accountability is not your upline checking in with you every week. Accountability is you finding someone who's similar to where you're at and working with them. Your upline is your coach and mentor, okay? But, you know, just work out what kind of person you need, all right? And go find that person. Easy. All right, let's talk. I've got a couple of minutes just to share with you guys a few things, all right? Now, I want to share with you guys these about the Isagenix trips, contests, and promotions, okay? There are so many. It is out of control. But instead of going, oh my God, there is so many, guys, do you know, don't get overwhelmed. Go and print all of those things out. I used to save them to my phone as well. So if I was somewhere where I was waiting in line, I could read them. And I need you guys to read every single contest and promotion. And then you need to do two things. You need to know what applies to you and what applies to your team. All right? Because remember, everything you're doing, you're always teaching to someone else. So what I used to do was I used to go through all the contests and promotions, and I used to know which ones applied to me, which ones applied to my team. All right. I used to know every single rule. I used to know how we were going to win, and I used to set a plan. All right. And I used to know exactly how many enrollments per week, how many enrollments per month, how many people need to auto ship, how many rank advancements. Okay. And guys, and I would set the plans for my team members as well. All right. But what I want you guys to start doing is use these contests and promotions that Isagenix are giving them. Okay. Like, we don't use them enough. Are you posting about them in the cleanse pages on your personal page? Do you know what? I was a nurse in the public healthcare system, and Christmas used to come around, and we used to get a box of cherries on night shift to share between 25 nurses, a box of cherries and mince pies from like the cheap shop. At Christmas time, Isagenix give us a holiday bonus. Now, I know some of you are like, I don't get a holiday bonus. Well, stop the whinging, whining, and moaning. Post about it anyway, because one day you are going to. Remember, believe it, action it, and you'll get it. But post that. People want to know. Like, people are in this world where there's not enough money, there's not enough, the bosses don't appreciate them. Start to post some of the Isagenix stuff that, you know, and more of it. Get creative. That's the stuff that people want to know. That's the stuff people are watching. Why don't you, you know, once a week put into your social media planner that you're going to post something that Isagenix is giving away or doing? And, you know, at the start, I used to think of all these things, and I used to like go and buy all this stuff for all these people. But, you know, now I don't, because I believe that Isagenix give us so much that we actually just need to appreciate it. We actually need to market it, because we're all in marketing, aren't we? We are marketing ourselves, and we are marketing Isagenix. We're marketing our team. We're not just marketing a shake. You know, that's what I would be posting and sharing about. Could I just share with you the ISA Derbies, the President's Quest, the Welcome Home Challenge? You know, guys, I won those. I didn't win them. I earned them. I didn't actually like really know what they were. I was so driven internally, you know, that I did not know about these competitions, and I would just be told that I was like, you know, in the top 5 or 10. I was like, what is that? Right? So when you guys have this burning desire inside of you to help people and share Isagenix with more people,
You are going to earn your spot in these trips, okay? And you are going to run so hard. But I don't want you guys to make the mistake that I did. Like, you know, I missed out on a few because I didn't know about them and I just left that tab in my back office. All right. But I really hold on to what Laura Stevens does. You know, she'd lay in bed and she'd read them and read them and read them and she'd imagine herself there. All right. So, you know, for you guys, just know that Isogenics are giving and giving and giving and giving you so much. It is on the table. You need to take the action to get them. All right. So if you can find some people in your downline that are damn driven for the things that Isogenics are putting out there, you know, you have got a rocket. You're sitting on a rocket ship. All right. And maybe you're a person that's not interested in winning those trips because you don't think that you will win them. You know, you've already discounted yourself. Well, how dare you take away that from your team? Because your team are following you. All right, sometimes I see some leaders not entering some trips and things. You know, once I thought about not doing it because I didn't win the one before. Like, hello, bad loser. Bad loser. Don't be a bad loser, all right? But how dare I not put in teams and I take that opportunity away from my guys, all right? That's not leadership, all right? Leadership is showing up every single day and doing your best. Back to the 4 agreements, yeah? So this is my affirmation for all of you guys, all right? And it's just this. You know, last week we had, you know, who can we bless today and blitzes to bless. And this week I want you guys just to really start to drum this in. I am a leader and I create more leaders, okay? I am a leader and I create more leaders. All right, so for those of you that got on here thinking that maybe you're not a leader, you're not good enough, get rid of it. It's all rubbish. Take that rubbish out of your brain, throw it away. You are awesome, you are incredible, and you are amazing, and you are put here for big, big things. And it doesn't matter what you look like, and it doesn't matter what your business looks like, and it doesn't matter if you've discounted yourself as a leader. All right, I'm calling you back into leadership to stand up, you know, for why you're in Isogenics, for the people who need you to lead them, all right? Your family, your friends, your team. Isogenics need us to lead, all right? We need a company full of incredible, amazing leaders who are full of integrity, who are passionate, who want to make an impact. What is our vision statement? You know, to create the world's largest health and wellness company, to impact world health. We are not going to do that with a company of followers, are we? All right. So I'm going to leave that right there. And do we need Aaron? Right on 8 in Melbourne, Thailand. I forget.
Wow. Well, Rachel, I just want to say thank you so much. You know, leadership is probably one of the most challenging things in business, right? And in the typical business world, it's all about management, right? But in this world, it's about creating more leaders. And so that was just amazing. And so I hope all of you have taken, you know, amazing notes as I have, and just start to realize where are those nuggets fitting into your business and create that culture. Create the culture that you would like to live in every single day and help your friends, your family members, those in your business to do the same thing. You know, help them to problem solve, and most importantly, help them to create that vision of where they see themselves in the future. And thank you so much, Rachel, for that. Let's rock and roll, y'all. And let's get to work. Let's get it done.
Yeah. Can I just finish up with some homework, guys? So in the homework, I would love for you guys to work out where are you for accountability. Do you need an accountability partner or don't you? All right, that's simple. Work it out. If you need one, get one. I would love for you guys to watch the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 Mel Robbins. Okay, I'm going to put the link there. And the other thing that I think is really, really important is start to praise yourself daily, all right? Self-praise, go for it. You know, we send gratitude to everybody else in the world. What about gratitude for yourself and something that you did that day? And the other thing is, guys, as well, is that affirmation. Put that on your affirmation board. I am a leader and I create leaders. And that's it, all right? We can do it. Get into action.
Yes.
All right, done.
You're awesome. We love you guys. Get this recording out to as many people as you can while it's live. Rach, you crushed it. Thank you so much. I'm like
Great
taking
job,
as many notes as I
Rachel. We
can.
love you.
So fun.
And awesome internet in
Oh,
Thailand.
hey guys, the internet. Great God. Yeah. I'm excited about that.
Bye, you guys. See you next week.
Awesome.
Have an awesome
Have a
week.
great night, everybody.
Bye. Great night.